breasts. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breasts. Breasts.
Breasts. Breasts. Breasts. Boo.
My explosion of satisfaction.
It's time for Man on Bird Action. Exclusive to ReviewTechUSA. Hello, everybody. Natsu is here saying birds. Holy fuck, I'm fucking shocked. I got some explaining with some things to do. A lot of people understand, say, Rich, you always talk about your fucking music channel. You haven't uploaded a song in 3 weeks. Katie, how are you? I saw you message me. I'm not avoiding you. The thing is that, like, I've learned shit over the past few weeks with music that I haven't have completely changed the way I've produced stuff, like side chaining. Why did it take me until 42 years old to learn to sidechain? For those of you who know who do production, you know what that is, and be like, really? You haven't sidechained? How did your bass lines ever work? They didn't. They didn't work. Oh, damn. So now I learned that. So I have a bunch of beats like that one that are ready, but I'm like, you know what? If the problem is too, because if you're not an established producer, I don't even what the fuck is it? You get what I mean. You upload a beat without somebody on it. The first thing that you hear is it's just a loop. Now, for example, and I'm not comparing myself to him, The Alchemist, like a lot of his stuff with Earl Sweatshirt, minus like he'll add in like special effects with the voice samples from like movies and stuff like that. The beat is just a loop. It may be chopped up occasionally, but it is just a loop. And that's why I won't name anybody. Rome Streets. Not that I'm looking to take money out of anyone's pocket. I'm like, here, I'm going to present to you what the beat is supposed to be with this acapella of an artist so you understand the concept more. Because if you just hear it by itself, I'm going to get in the comments, it's just a loop. When I take that same beat and put an acapella of someone on there and beat map it properly, people are like, oh, this is crazy. I love this. Also, too, between that and the audio shit I've been doing, I've been getting actually on my personal Facebook. It's a midlife crisis thing. Actually, no. More so what happened to my daughter got me into music, and combining that with like the whole shit with Rome Streets, I'm like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Now I got to do it now to prove people wrong, you know? And people have been telling me for years, for the OGs that are here, Camelot, I see you, what's good? For the OGs that are here, you know I've been producing music since like on and off since like I've started doing YouTube. Literally. I remember uploading tracks in 2010. It's just I was a fucking idiot about it and stop. I would get into it and stop and get into it and stop. And the stuff with like MiniDisc and recording on tapes and all that is Bluetooth. I actually wanted to get back into it in my mid-20s, but I didn't have the money then. And it was stupid then. Like when I remember getting a MiniDisc player in like 2007. Yeah, I was with my ex living in the hood at the time. Bluetooth wasn't what it is now. It was essentially basically only for phone calls. And Sony software for NetMD was fucking shit. So it wasn't even practical. It's like, it's crappy. Like I might as well just stick with an iPod. But now in 2023, it was actually a video by TechMoan. He's a handsome British man that reviews technology, like quirky retro tech. He reviewed the We Are Rewind, that new cassette deck that's out. It's actually pretty nice. It's like if you're going to buy a new cassette deck, that's the one to buy. I was like, man, you know what? I want to start with Bluetooth. I bet it's easy. And I remember going into Best Buy and I saw a Bluetooth receiver. I'm like, huh. So if you have a phone and you have a Bluetooth receiver that sends stereo audio to whatever you want, you can record on whatever you want. Thank you, Abby. He's an old man now. I'm like, that kind of makes this shit practical again. So if I really like a song on Spotify, I could get a little Bluetooth receiver and boom, I could record. It's kind of like the 21st century. I don't know. It's like, well, that's old too. I don't even know. It's like the 2023 version, let's just say, of recording on the radio, except it's a hell of a lot better quality and you don't have to run to like your boombox to record it. So I don't know. Maybe that. But that's how I am, though. Once I get into something, I go balls deep. I gotta show you later. I'll show you on stream. Remind me if I forget, because I probably will, because I'm extremely stoned right now. As a matter of fact, I may need Jay. Listen, yes, I agree with you. Also, I got extremely stoned by accident. What are you doing right now? If you are doing something, that's fine. Even if you're having sex with your girlfriend, listen, have sex on stream. We'll make a bunch of money. We may get banned, but it might be life-changing money. And then at that point, you could move down here. You could put peanut butter on my ass, have the pug lick it off, and you're good to go. I'll pay you extra tonight to be on stream. Also, if you don't do it, you're fired. Have a great evening. Hope you're having sex. And if you are, come on stream and show Camelot331 that you're having sex. He wants to see it, he said. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a great day. If you don't come on stream, you're fired. So, yeah, I'll show you. This tape deck is... Even if you think I am a middle-aged man... Well, I am a middle-aged man. But if you think I'm having a midlife crisis and you don't care about retro tech... This is the sexiest piece of technology I've ever seen ever, and I'm including modern shit. The We Are Rewind with the all aluminum thing is nice. I like it. Makes me hard. It makes my nipples tingle. But there is nothing that is as sexy, and I'm including modern tech, and it isn't a retro thing with me, than this Sony Walkman. It is weird, like me, but it is also extremely sexy, like me. You knew I was going to say that. I'm corny tonight. Not horny, corny. Well, it was $3.99, and Jeffrey, let me tell you, it was like, oh no, I'm buying this thing, Jeffrey, from fucking, I'll get to the super chats, I'm sorry, from fucking Japan. I just dealt with another asshole on there who had 100% rating and restored, said that we restore our tape decks to like new or better than like new. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. And he tried to blame my tapes. Because the one deck I got from him, first off, I'll explain the story. Since review, I'll tell stories while we're waiting for 500 people USA. So I see this guy has 100% rating, which means nothing to me on eBay, okay? Like, having 100% rating is like the equivalent of shit on a piece of toilet paper. But whatever. I read the description. This dude went into, like, you know, they demagnetize the heads, change all the belts. They make their own custom pinch rollers, and they, you know, even if there's slight cosmetic flaws, the deck may actually perform better than when it initially was released. I'm like, all right, cool. So the first one I got was a Sony Dolby S deck. Forgot the model. It had issues. Forgot the exact issues. But it was not... Like, one time I was recording, and it just... Even though the tape was still moving, it just... stopped recording. No sound. And it had other weird shit, so brought it back. He also said it was my tapes back then. He's like, maybe it's your tapes. I'm like... He's like, hey, but I'll give you... Here's the other thing that pissed me off about the guy. He's like, you know what? For your troubles, and you're having issues with the deck, I have another Dolby S deck here. For your trouble... I'll sell it to you for this price, you know, and I'll make it a private listing. Never happened. So I was like, whatever. I mean, the guy might be busy. So he had another Pioneer deck there for $130. And I was like, all right, I hear good things about Pioneer decks. And it actually had a demo video. I'm stoned too. That's why I'm rambling right now. We'll get to Phil, I promise. Show, like, you could actually listen to it, and it had like a video where I guess he pumped the line into the camera. Cool stuff. But I thought it was what was the song? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. I'm gonna check all the super chats, Albie. I know there's some knee deep in story time. And I remember I thought I heard, I'm like, wow, that sounds like it's kind of stuttering a little, like, wait, but I'm like, nah, it's just in my head, right? Like, why would they demo it with it having wow and flutter issues. No, it had wow and flutter issues. One tape was really bad. Tried another brand of tape. It was better, but you still noticed it. And I was like, dude, what is going on? This is the second deck I got from you. I thought you guys test these things and restore them. And he got all like pissed off at me, and I was, because he said something. It's your tapes. He go right back and first off, the customer is always right. Okay, you know, unless I shit on your front doorstep. Like, no, the customer is always right. And he's like, it's your tapes. I'm like, dude, I've been doing like hi-fi stuff since birth. I know how to record on a compact cassette. Okay. I know how to do it. I even know how to do it on the higher decks where you have to calibrate it with the azimuth and all that, okay? I'm old. I know how to record a fucking tape. And these tapes, these Maxell tapes that I have, work in everything from a realistic Walkman, a realistic Radio Shack Walkman, all the way up to the JVC. You're going to love my JVC. To what other fucking tape? I have multiple tape decks, like 6 of them. And these tapes work in every one. It's the tapes. The Woolly Deck. What is the differential? Your tape deck. And he was like, I'll give you a return label. Don't ever message me again. I'm like, the pleasure's all mine. The $45 JVC has worked better than both of your fucking decks combined. Fuck you. That's my story. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Like, and now I'll get to the super chats. My apologies. It's like, dude, come on. Like, I'm trying all these the same tapes that you're blaming it on the tapes in like 30 different fucking decks. Or multiple decks, I'll say. And the tapes are not the culprit. So, I don't know. Maybe they're recalibrating them to some weird-ass spec. And they don't realize it. But
I received 0 contributions.
DBZ King 119 donated $15. So people are upset that Miles Morales is going to be the lead in the Spider-Man games going forward. They get mad when they recast white characters with black ones. They get mad when they use original black characters. I wonder what the common factor is.
Oh, I got a lot to say about things. First off, why do you care that Miles Morales is going to be the next Spider-Man? So what? That's what you're worried about? But on the flip side of things, I think that's ridiculous, by the way. The whole Simpsons thing, first off, people compared me giving my take on the Simpsons stopping with the choking, how they got rid of Apu, to heels versus babyface screaming this.
Fucking pronouns!
When did I scream anything or lose my mind in that video? Not once. But anyway, it's if you're not on one team, you're the enemy. Ralph, listen. Come over here, feed me shrimp, and dip the shrimp in marmalade for me. They got to be breaded shrimp. Anyway. So, give me 7. Philip Burnell is a man. Wait, hold on. Philip Burnell is a man. 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 Yeah, dude, Cody, people got all over my shit because I was like, are people really complaining that a fictional, like, cartoon that in a dysfunctional fictional family where it's drawings,
I received 0 contributions.
that Bart Simpson gets choked?
Sexy E RoboCop donated $15. Review Tech Pancake Titties here having a midlife crisis involving old tech. Meanwhile, RoboCop released. That feeling of mowing down a small private army while the 1987 RoboCop theme played in the background was amazing. Reminded me of Halo 3. Robo-penis.
Listen, if I was having a midlife crisis, I would go buy a car that I can't afford. Like an Acura NSX. Yeah, one could dream, huh? Greetings and salutations from my nestled apartment in Charlotte, North Carolina. The DSP motorboat sound always cracks me up. Anyway, anyone stoked for the Marvels? What are we marveling at, my ass? What's up, Dump Truck Daddy? That sounds like a porn. Thank you for being a member for a damn long time. I forget how long I've been on this channel, man. Huh. Token Coin Travis got the boot on side scrollers. I wonder what happened. Because that was fast. Travis was going around white knighting for Craig, super chatting him, which I always found weird. You're the producer of the show, super chatting, but okay. You know, he was one step away from using Craig's penis as a diving board, and now, like, he's off the show and Craig won't return his calls. There was trouble in paradise behind the scenes there. Token boy got angry, huh? You should start doing hip-hop. You could be the next Vlad TV. No. I think that, like I said, I think me making the music, like I said earlier on, people think they're combining everything and it's midlife crisis. It's that I'm getting off my ass and not being an asshole crisis. You tried the weed and you feel better. See, that's what happens, dude. It's also about the strain. It's about the quality of the product. That's why I'm glad to see it getting legalized, so you're not getting dirt off of the street or something fucking laced with like dust or sherm, whatever the fuck they call it, or Lord knows what else they would put in it. You're getting just clean shit, not the dirt garbage. So I get all my songs through FLAC audio files. Where do you get them from, Abby? Quintuple PF sexier than my ass. No, first off, Sexy Coco, you could be a fanboy of this because it's Sony. Okay? And it is a sexy, it's one of the nicest looking products, in my opinion, that Sony has ever made. It's not about nostalgia. I didn't have this thing back in the day. It ain't nostalgia. You'll see. Number of the Beast is, my breasts look like beasts. Yeah, dude, we had some bad when Boogie and Camelot were on here, but I think Boogie's mad at me now, though. Listen, I'm emailing my father. Wait. Jay, I just said I begged you and said I would pay you to come stream with me tonight because I'm very stoned. And I think my audience is losing their minds. Well, yeah, dude, just don't go overboard with it. Because even though you can't get physically addicted to weed, you can get psychologically addicted. I should know. Yeah, we should get to Phil. Yeah, and the thing about the Boogie documentary, Camelot, is that you put the stuff out there. People are going to have opinions. Would you not want me to have an opinion? Do you just want me to go... Listen, Jay, you're fired. I'm kidding. Jill, thank you. JLMVC2, thank you for gifting the memberships. I appreciate that. Guys, please stop having conversations in the chat. We're getting to that. If you don't, you'll get banned. Yeah, that is the weird. If there is any proof that you need that Phil genuinely has psychological issues, him getting angry at his chat, having conversations that do not pertain to him, is the saddest and weirdest thing I've ever seen. Who cares? My chat talks about everything, man. Everything. I mean, unless it's like something where it's like hateful shit or someone's getting threatened or doxxed, obviously I'll do something about that, you know. But like talk amongst yourselves, man. Yeah, guys, you're not talking about me the entire time. You think I'm kidding? You're gonna see it soon. Oh, Phil. I said he should masturbate again. It would boost his career. Through Pirate Bay with VPN, they're 2,800, not megahertz. Not megahertz, Tommy. I'm not sure. The bitrate is not that, though. I've been a stoner for about 15 years. Yes, you can get addicted to it. If it ever makes you paranoid out of nowhere, it's time for a break. Yes, very true. Jay is fired, so I'm fit to take his place. What are you gonna do? Edit on a steak? How much RAM does your steak have? Did I miss any super chats? I don't believe so. If I did, let me know. I'm sorry. And there is Phil. Well, FLAC is lossless compression. I don't know why. I just got into FLAC. That was awfully boomer of me. If you want to call me a boomer for something, that's it. Like, why? Like, dude, in 2023, you're still just straight up fucking with MP3s when you compress something? Wah, wah, wah. The toxicity and drama against... Yeah, he says some ridiculous stuff here. That is just like... He is just such a contradiction with everything. It hurts my fucking head. Piss off. What the hell? Really?
So they can get fucked. And I don't...
No, Phil, you could get fucked. Okay.
give two shits what happens to them, and I don't care about how many documentaries are made about them. I don't give a fuck if they got launched off of this planet in a cannon and we never saw them again. It doesn't matter.
I don't know about this being PG memeology. I would say PG-13.
Well, you would think that if you
It really does seem like a Family Guy skit.
like that content and you want to see it continue, that you would consider becoming a channel member here on the channel, even though if it costs you a few bucks a month. It's not expensive.
Right now on KO Gaming, I have over 5,000 subscribers. If half of those subscribers gave $1 a month...
For $1 a month, you could support a man that masturbated on May 1st, 2016. Don't give to a charity. Give to this man. Look, I get super chats and donations too. I'm aware, but it's all about how you word it, man. Holy shit. You're demanding it. I appreciate it. That's the big difference. Yes, I make a living, a big chunk of my living doing live streams. But he'll never understand it. Anyway, my take on the Simpsons thing is it stupid? Yes. It's very stupid. I agree with your take. Yeah, it's not a problem that's high on my... Am I losing sleep over it, DBZ King? No. No. And a 6 foot, I'll get to you too. I missed you. Bandit, we're not talking about Rich in the chat. Could you imagine if I was like that? And that's why he like struggles to get 300 people. It's like I was watching Alan, like I watched a few minutes of his Alan Wake. Wake stream. There was like 290 people there. Because you can't like imagine I was that strict with my streams that you had to talk about me and exactly what I was watching or playing. Oh my God. Kill me. So Rich, I produce music as well, usually kind of industrial, 9 Inch Nails style. I'd love to send you some. And how do you make it your own? I use Acid. I also just bought a Roland SP-404 Mark II. I'm going to learn. I want something portable and tactile. And that fits both. It could be battery powered and it's got pads, man. So people are saying that I missed super chats. Oh shit. I just got robbed 2 hours ago delivering pizza. They took all the food and $20 from my wallet and aimed a BB gun at me was able to escape in my car. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy, dude, for delivering pizza. You know what I mean? Yeah, which, Jeffrey, is horrible. I'm sorry that you were, that's insanely terrible that you were choked as a child. But it's a cartoon with, it's like Beavis and Butthead now. They're still holding it down, man. And they haven't changed anything in that show. And it's funny as hell. And look, I'm not about there not being progress. Like, there used to be blackface in cartoons, dude. How horrible was that? People used to say the F word, even in TV shows, like it was nothing. I'm glad that's gone. But if you... The pendulum always swings too far in either direction. You know? And my problem with that is that it always goes to the extreme. And when you go to the extreme, what happens? It swings the other way. And you sure as fuck don't want it to swing the other way. It's starting to happen, in case you haven't noticed. I wonder if that's true. See, well, here's the thing, Sean, Regan, and Astro Zombies, I'm glad you're okay, by the way. Is that a lot of people I know that are real life idiots, like they have no common sense, actually are book smart, but they can't turn on a light switch without lighting themselves on fire. So that very well may be the case. Oh, dude, with my take with The Simpsons, I had people saying I was grifting. I'm like, really? Really? And the thing is, like I always say, because you disagree with one thing with me, you're calling me a grifter. Okay. Why do you think people, whether it be on the left or the right, just stick to the course? Because as soon as people disagree with you, man, it's like gone. They want affirmation, not information. You know what I mean? Not like Homer choking Bart is the most famous running gags in the history of I mean, I know, like, they stopped it in 2019. Fine. But even, like, okay, like I said it in the video, too, with Apu. If they made an Apu character in 2023, would it be okay? No. Was it stereotyping a racial stereotype? Yes. Asterisk, though. He became a humanized character. He had a wife. He had a family. He went to college. You're going to take away the character after he's established and has become... And if anything, you're showing that there shouldn't be the stereotype because Apu was a very intelligent guy with a family and everything, and you're showing that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And after you do all that, then you take it away? That's silly. If you did it now, fine. Yeah, I get it. But you already humanized the character. And if anything, in my opinion, by humanizing the character, you took away the stereotypes and made him a human being. So if anything, you kind of shot yourself in the foot with that. Does anyone get what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm just fucking crazy. I don't know. Let's watch Phil. Yeah, people are mad at me every day. From rappers to right-wing grifters, I make people smile on the internet on a daily basis.
Right? Which is nothing. What, a pack of gum? That would be a tremendous help to me.
A membership is less than $4 a month. Did you know that? That's cheaper than Twitch. It's cheaper than the competitors. It's three something a month, like $3.99 or something like that. And the memberships are consistent support that help this channel. All right? And I feel what's happened is a lot of people just have become...
He's going to start yelling at his audience for how dare you. It's such a fucking gaslighting mindfuck. This is when he actually pisses me off. Because he's like, how dare you guys want to get gifted memberships from other people. It's not like I'm dog whistling right now for people to gift memberships. Why don't you pay for your own gosh darn gee golly memberships, gosh darn it? Come on, Phil. Come on. You can't blame that on the lag. I agree that racial stereotypes aren't required for good humor. 100%. But he was already a character. And the character became human. And if anything, showing him humanized broke through a racial stereotype. So they kind of 180'd Apu, gave him a life that could prove that beyond the racial stereotype, and then took it away. It just makes no sense to me. You could disagree, and that's fine. Speaking of Macro, I never could say his last name right. Have you seen the Hulu season of Futurama or the final season of Disenchantment? I have not. I have not. You need to put together the ultimate shirtless man stream. You, Jay, Camelot, Boogie, and DSP. Yeah, okay. But first off, definitely not DSP, and definitely not Keemstar. And at this point, I think Boogie's pissed at me, which I think I forgot to finish that thought. Why are you pissed at me, Boogie? You put all this shit out there. You think people are... What do you think they're going to do? Just have positive opinions about it? Oh, you spent $250,000 on hookers. That's awesome. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say?
Congratulations.
Yeah, dude. Oh, wow, Boogie. You burned through your entire life savings because you put every ounce of it in crypto. Because the fucking... What the hell, that kid with the camera? Is the other fucking one. McJuggernuggets. Fucking Captain Storyfire, which was just basically a skin for YouTube. Stay lit. Because he told you to keep your shit in crypto? What do you want me to say? That was a smart move? You want me to say spending what you could have bought you could have almost bought off your house, but you spent it on hookers? All right, great, Boogie. That was great decisions. You did a great job. Anyway.
Pendant. Oh, I'm just going to get a free one. That's an awful mentality to have. Because the world...
Here we go. Yo, dude. People are... Astro Zombies, man. People are some shit, huh? People are on some shit, dude. What happened? Why did you quit your job? I just quit my job Friday because they cut commission by 66% because they felt like it. Monday I was offered a job at Google. Keep doing what you love, everyone. Holy shit. A 66% cut is insane. Yeah, and the thing I don't understand too is that when you made, like, he gave a reason, but it was a really weak reason. When you were rich, why the fuck did you stay in? I mean, I have some money in crypto. I didn't do anything remotely close to what he did, and I'm just like, all right, I'm butt fucked with it anyway. Might as well just leave it there. If something happens with it, great. If not, I put money in IRAs and shit like that. Stroke me seductively now. My streams are strange. I could put your whole head in my mouth. That's a talent that I have. I'm a man with hidden talents. Oh! Oh! My explosion of satisfaction.
Yes! Oh la 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 la!
I think someone wanted that sound before and super chatted it, so I ticked that box.
Congratulations.
That was a weird thing I just did and don't know why I did. Yeah, dude, I like $200,000. And the documentary guy, which he was very nice, and he's a cool dude. I love to have him on again. He was kind of like, well, you know, you wanted to enjoy it. And I'm like, but yeah, you know what I would enjoy? Like, if I just had $200,000 to flat out burn like that, I don't. Fucking be like, yo, I mean, obviously I would give Uncle Sam, who would be butt fucking my ass, I would give him a big chunk, give him the chunk that he needs. Because that would be at least like 30 to 40%. And then I put a bit, like a lot of it towards the house, man. Why not? Then you could fucking know your house is paid off. Just pay the fucking taxes. And then you could fuck whatever California 10s you could are willing to fuck you. Yeah, well, he's pissed off at people, Curtis, getting fucking having negative opinions
Zero contribution
about a very negative documentary.
Telltale AES donated $15. I know that you defend Phil and say that he's not a bad guy, but the way that he belittles his own supporters and never appears to be grateful makes him a pathetic human being and a piece of shit.
Oh, he's
sorry,
shitty
not
for
sorry.
This. No, I agree with you. He's shitty for this. Watch what you'll see here if I could stop fucking talking. Hey, Rich, here is a super chat because you are a crowd-funded individual. Also, ever notice how Phil says, and, yes, and Patreon. It's not Patreon, Patreon. There's other words, too, that he does that with. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, well, people get pissed off because I say Mario. I go back and forth now. Mario. Like, I just switch it up. Phil lives right next to the... Well, listen. How much would he make doing that? But dude, he doesn't... First off, Phil, more than anything, gets off on the control, which we're going to see here tonight, too. This is like, I have to have a Phil dedicated... I haven't had a Phil dedicated stream. We've talked about Phil all the time, I know, but a Phil dedicated stream hasn't happened in a while. But yeah, the control, I'm like, dude, this is too weird. I have to talk about Phil tonight.
Just sitting around for the same 10, 15 people to give memberships, you might just sit around for months. What if these people aren't available? What if they just don't want to contribute right now? And that's what's happened. Is we went from a point where we every month. Yeah,
Jank Chos, it's insane. Like, I don't know. Call me crazy. I'd rather beat off.
We had 5, 6, 7, 800 members, and now we're down to 400, barely maintaining 400, and everyone's just sitting around. Oh, well, I know.
This is the most soul-sucking. I cannot believe he streams like this. I cannot believe this man streams like this. It's like he's a disappointed dad talking to his kids.
Someone's gonna come gift. No, you don't. No, you actually don't. And if you're here every day and you're in...
He's yelling at his audience. You should buy your own. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. This is what you mean by not begging, Phil? Like, is this like it? I'm just going to indirectly beg and belittle my audience. The 50-year-old horny men are beating off feverishly right now. They're like, oh, yes, punish me, Phil Daddy.
Enjoying the content, please support it. This is probably the cheapest way to support the content, and you get a bunch of stuff out of it. You get access.
What do you get, Phil? Like emojis or whatever? I don't know. I actually am a fucking boomer.
To emotes. You get
What is Omegle?
Get a chat crown badge to show how long you're supporting. You get to talk as much as you want in chat with absolutely no limitations whatsoever on how much you talk when there's a live stream. There's no slow mode or anything for you, right? You get priority for special events. Now, it sucks that the Halloween event didn't happen, but the Adpocalypse is coming up. You get priority to get your ads watched. During the Adpocalypse, you're going to get priority during the Christmas event coming up.
What is the Adpocalypse thing that he keeps talking about?
It makes sense. It's a few bucks.
$1 helps. I'm not kidding you. It really does.
So, if anything, of all the things you think that you go out of your way to support the channel, probably the best value for the buck is the membership. So then why would you sit around and say, I'm just going to wait for someone to gift memberships? It doesn't make sense. Because what happens...
Here's something, Bad Bunny or whatever the fuck her name is. Maybe, Phil, have you ever think that maybe they can't afford it? Oh my goodness. You ever think that maybe they don't have the money to buy it themselves? It's just plain seltzer.
Just play.
Like, it's really simple, Phil. People are on tight budgets. And I thought you always say, what is from 8 months ago, Classy? That, hey, they could just like the stream, right? Wait, Cyrax got beat up? I missed your milestone dreams? I'm sorry, Dad. A breast battle on the soundboard while kissing the chicken breast. This is getting real weird. I don't know how I feel about it, but...
Breast.
Okay, I'm done. It's weird. So wait, he's having an Adpocalypse Megathon on the Super Bowl? No. Come on. Are you making that up? Please tell me you're making it up. Why aren't you shirtless? Put on Oblivion music and chastise Carlos, then yell at the audience. Okay, I could do all that, actually. Let me make sure I got dreams. I got you. Cat asked him in bed to treat her like he treats his viewers. Dude, I always say, I bet you they live like NPCs, like from The Sims. With $200K, I could have paid off my student loans and put it down. Yeah, and he spent that to get a nut. Look, I understand addictions vary. I understand that, and it's not black and white. I understand that as well, but holy fuck. Spam the soundboard.
I'm never blowing bubbles ever again.
Let's go. Nipples. It's $5 a month. All right, sure, got to come off. What am I doing here? So, all right. You're disgusting. You never turn the monitors on behind me anymore. You didn't fix the JVC, which they're gonna love. And now what? Now we're watching fucking Phil with the monitors are not on in the back because you can't do shit. And right now, we're only sitting at 3 new members. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure why the support is low today. The attendance is good, but I'm sitting at 3 new members, and we've dropped the past month. So I don't know if people are waiting for someone to gift memberships. I don't know if it's, is that what it is? Because that's not fair to the other people that are trying to, that are buying your membership. Buy your own membership. Don't wait for somebody to gift you a membership. Do it yourself so you get the perks. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Try to relax your anus.
I'm kidding, by the way. I'm very, 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 very kidding. I am not like that, like this man. I have many faults. I know I do. But that is not one of them.
Happens is that hurts me. Like, look what happened in October.
It hurts you.
A lot of people were just sitting around waiting for the gifting that never happened. And a lot of people were expecting that it was going to happen during the Halloween event. There was no Halloween event because I was sick.
I think that it's good that they're passing recreational weed. It can help. It's not for everybody. And there's a lot of people that it's not a good fit for, but it can help a lot of people too.
So now it sets us back so far because people were just just sitting around waiting.
It's not my fault. I literally did nothing wrong and violated 0 rules.
That's not the attitude to have. Again, especially 'cause
That's not the attitude to have. We need to be a winning team. Also, Pizza, we need to be a winning team where you give me money, you 50-year-old horny men. I don't smoke. Nah, I do edibles. I don't smoke at all. I have actually have a minty breath spray that I spray down my hole. I accidentally took too much today. Jay's also fired. Phil is the vaginal yeast beer of YouTubers. No, he's not that. I cannot believe they're actually doing that. But the thing is, guess what? We're talking about it. Hey, Amaranth, the streamer who just shows off that she's really wealthy, is using her vaginal yeast to make a beer. I'm surprised. Why didn't I make a video on that? Because I'm an asshole. I don't know.
Because I know people are watching the content. It's not that, oh, well, it's just, people are taking a break from the content. No, you guys are here. You guys are here enjoying and watching. I received 0 contribution.
You owe me attitude.
Low tier gods piss jug donated $15. Escuchame pinche bola de grasa. Cyrax saying he's straight after having 2 LGBT-oriented affairs is as accurate as Chris Chan saying they're straight. But you should watch Tony Chase. He is not gay, not ever. Also fuck that satellite man.
Fuck that satellite man. Who is the satellite man? Who wants to have sex with Cyrax? Like, not that I'm a looker, but at least I don't have, an infected penis.
But too many people are just sitting back now and saying, I'm just going to wait, give me the gift, give me the gift, give me the gift. It's not a very good...
He's lost his mind. He is mentally ill. I know this already, but, he's literally off the edge right now. I have never, ever in my life, he is so fucking weird. You are chastising and pressuring your audience into becoming members. Phil, stop immediately. Go work at Boeing.
Good attitude to have. All right, especially during this holiday season.
And didn't he just said 5 minutes ago that he was going to stop doing this shit. I'm not begging anymore, but here I am. Now I'm begging again.
Now's the time for giving.
Well, Cyrax has the physique of a Q-tip, so he would probably be up Chris Chan's ass. Oh, no.
Right? To give, not to receive. Now's the time people should say, hey, I like Phil's content.
He was always like this. He was like this from day one.
It's great. I want to support the community a lot. I want to be...
I want to support... Oh, my God.
The gifter.
Oh, my God! I can't believe he said this and meant it. I can't. I live on Uranus. Wait, that makes no sense.
This is insane.
Not the receiver, but the giver. That's this time of year.
Phil, this is why you won't do interviews. No one, who wouldn't ask about this, Phil? This is batshit fucking insane. This is, you are a lunatic. You've lost the fucking plot. You lost the fucking plot, Phil. You are gone. Rich, now you understand. Look, I have not done a Phil dedicated stream in a while. I was like, there's no fucking way. Between this and what else he does, it's like, we got to do a Phil dedicated stream. It has to happen.
Good time to think about of it that way, okay?
This kind of shit.
I feel like is King Cobra self-aware? Is he slightly self-aware at least? This man is not.
Needs to come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong.
So, please consider it. And I'm going to be honest. I see people who...
Why is his hair so fluffy? Looks like he stuck his dick in an electrical outlet.
come into the chat and literally say stuff. The first words out of their mouth is, hey, anyone gifting memberships today? Literally not a single person who ever attends one of my streams should say that in the chat.
He's fucking serious. Jesus Christ Almighty in heaven, he's fucking serious. He is gaslighting people into becoming members. Pay for a membership yourself. I can't... Why are you even having... Who cares if you get a membership, whether it's gifted or not gifted? Why are you even having this conversation? Phil, your hair is fluffy.
If you attend a stream and you're lucky and someone's being generous and someone's being nice to the community and they hand out memberships and you get one, you should be grateful.
I almost feel like he's getting this way because it's like, I know people have been saying this for a very long time, but it's really getting to the point where it's dwindling for Phil. Like when YouTube, because YouTube, you know what happens. I watch Phil's clips, so it recommends actual Phil to me. And when I turned on the Alan Wake stream, there wasn't even 300 people watching, and he was playing. Like, I feel like this is it. Like, there's no... For him to do this, it must be real rough. The sweaty man addiction has finally emptied the bank account again. Kim Jong Brunel strikes again. Rich, check your tweet. This is breaking news. Abby, what is this breaking news? Did you send me is there a new breast mug? Abby has sent a link. Well, Abby, there's unfortunately a bunch of other ways that could happen. I'm probably one of the few people who would say Tom Holland as Link in the new Zelda movie would be the worst thing that could happen to the film. I have no...
I received 0 contributions.
Take on that because I've never been a huge
Telltale
Zelda fan.
AES donated $15. Phil, I'm grateful that my parents and I are in good contact. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head and enough money to support my nutritional needs. I'm not going to be fucking grateful that a whale gifted me a sub that does fuck all in your chat.
Yeah. What does it do? It gets you like a picture of his stupid fucking face.
Wow. Thank you so very much. You gave me a gift. That is so nice of you, and I'm appreciative of it. No one should be coming into the...
Yeah. So what did you get me for, so what did you get for Christmas? Oh, I got a membership to DSP Gaming. Oh, so you got jack shit. Not saying my memberships are some huge bargain. They're not. I appreciate the support, and there's a lot of you that do, and thank you. But he's making it like you're sent a Philip Burnell loot box every month with like different fat pictures. That would make money. Imagine he sent you out like if Phil sent you like a loot crate like with different like they took each frame of his fat face and made an action figure with each of the faces each month. The loot crate of May 1st.
Chat asking for a gift. What? Huh?
This is the weirdest attempt at gaslighting. This is the most... He's doing like reverse begging. He's like guilting the audience, like, yeah, I shouldn't go somewhere else for a membership. I should pay myself. He's still begging. He's just mind fucking the money out of you, trying anyway. Oh Christ, Phil, you're a dickhead.
So please don't act like that. I've seen people like that. It's like, wow, you want to talk about completely the opposite of the Christmas spirit.
The opposite of the Chris. He's shaming people over memberships or gifted memberships. You can't make this up.
That's exactly what the opposite of the Christmas spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Julie.
Now would be the time to say, hey, maybe I want to support it. I see that the gifted memberships aren't happening for whatever reason. Maybe the people who usually do them, they're not around on the regular. All right?
I wonder if his parents, like, look, I know I'm sitting here shirtless, but like, I don't beg for a living. I wonder what his like family, when they see him doing this, like, or maybe they're the same way. The apple doesn't usually fall far from the masturbating tree. I bet you, like, his dad is the same exact way. It sounds like, what? This is normal. This is how you run a business.
Or they just can't.
The lack of self-awareness gene had to come from somewhere.
Can't do it right now, and that's fine, because no one, you notice, if you haven't noticed, I'm not sitting here and calling out names and saying, you know, so-and-so who always gives memberships, I don't know where you are, come back and give memberships, what's wrong with you? Am I doing that?
Yes. You're indirectly doing it, yes. You're basically doing a call to action for the people who would want a gifted membership or who would get a gifted membership, for them to open up their wallets, which they may not be able to do, and gift you a membership. That, Phil, if I want to be lectured and told I'm a disappointment, why would I watch you? I could go talk to him. Like, yeah, see, that's what he's doing. Like, again, it's the same thing with, like, when he has his crises. It's like, dude, people come to streams and watch videos and whatever to get away from bad shit that's going on in their lives. Not to have yours be dumped on them, you fucking derping derp. Man. You're going to love my JVC, Phil. If Moist Critical, he always calls him Critical. I don't know what I think when he says like Twitter and Critical, he did it recently with something else too. I think he thinks that makes him sound more intelligent. It doesn't, Phil. You sound like a fucking idiot. If Moist Critical was to talk about this, Phil would do a 180 and apologize for a day. Probably because he knows Moist has large... Well, that's why he did it. It's so funny. I've called him out before, you get blocked. It's a Gundam's called him out, you get blocked. How many Tevin has called him out since 1974? He thinks Tevin's a criminal. Moist... The internet's Jesus Christ calls him out. He's seen the light. For like 3 weeks. And now he's like back to like 2017 levels of begging again. Like he's like, I can't get groceries. Well, I thought you were making more money than low tier god, Captain Crispy. Hey Rich, my laptop is dead. I have to get a new one. Which brands would you look into? Which ones would you avoid? 500-ish. You're probably better off asking my fucking audience. I have the GPD WinMax 2. I love it, but I wouldn't recommend it for you. And plus, it's a lot more than $500. I mean, there's even like some decent laptops with decent dedicated GPUs. Asus, I would go Asus or Lenovo. HP is gotten better, but I still would pick Asus or Lenovo first. Acer, I know, has gotten better. Who else, too? There was one I saw. It wasn't a gaming laptop by any means, but had a real pretty OLED screen. But that's not $500. It's more. Yeah, listen to the audience. MSI, yes. I would say MSI, Asus, Lenovo. So, Apple M1 MacBook Air, huh? $750 Black Friday. Where?
No, because that's not how you behave. That's so ungrateful.
That's not how you behave, kids. That's not how you behave, boys and girls. Yeah, get an E-machine. Hey, Rich, I don't know if you follow Griffin Gaming, but still, one of his videos got age restricted because of his opinion on Spider-Man 2. Okay. I'll go look into it and watch his video.
That's so, you deserve the world. You don't deserve shit. And on this planet, right, you'll work your butt off, and sometimes you get rewarded for it,
and get minimum 16 gigs of RAM, which around 500 you should be able to do in 2023. And even if you're not doing video editing or anything, at least 6 cores. Again, 2023, that's not gonna... That's not how you focus on your sexy. I can't believe he said that to him. Yeah.
sometimes you don't. Life's not fair, right? In general, I've been very lucky. In a 15-year run I've had on YouTube, most of the time people support me enough that I can make a good living. And
yeah, life's not fair. The people that are thinking that here is a guy that's sitting comfortably in his house demanding money for me when I work a night shift in the freezing cold. Does he not realize, like, no, he doesn't. He lives in his insulated, weird bubble with his NPC wife.
And I can continue to do what I love. My passion is my job. Do you know how rare that is? So
no, it's not. Phil, you don't like games anymore. It was Poem's Future saying it. It's so obvious when you play that, you know what, I'm kind of taking a break now, too, with all this weird audio shit that I'm doing, because that's what happens. I go into, like, I was obsessed with Elden Ring. Now I'm obsessed with tape decks because I'm fucking weird, and MiniDisc because I'm fucking weird. But, yeah, he doesn't like video games anymore. You could see it in his face. You could see it in his reactions. He doesn't. Like, this is from...
Nothing touch me, fuck your mother.
I mean, I get pissed at games, too, and still love them, but... Yeah, he falls asleep on streams with some of the games.
How ungrateful would it be to sit here and start calling out names and demanding that these people who've gifted memberships come back and gift them? So if I'm not going to do that, why would you?
Wings, but at least Wings admits it. He pretends that he loves it. Wings is like, I'll just play video games for money. Ban anyone who says it, but I'll say it.
Why would you come to the chat and start, oh,
he's never said that. I'm just...
Where's the gifters? Where's the gifters?
But he did say that he hates playing games and just does it for money. Multiple times.
Gifters. How about where's the door and here's my foot on your ass as you leave it for the last time? Because that's the most ridiculous attitude to have, especially during this holiday season. All right? To just...
Shaming people about memberships. Or... it's like confusing what he's doing. It's definitely gaslighting. He's like shaming people for wanting other people to gift memberships, but what he's really doing is trying to incentivize the people who may have gotten a gifted membership to get memberships themselves. And he's basically incentivizing them with guilt. And then he wonders why people want to look into his finances. I have no idea, Phil. You're the one who says you may not have money for groceries, but then we find out you spend money on gacha games. If you're begging... If you ain't begging for the money, Phil, you could light $1,000 bills on fire. But when you beg for it, and that is your brand, and people are incentivized to donate to you because of your begging, they're going to want to be like, all right, well, let's see how destitute he really is. Not saying they should have done it, but it's inevitable that was going to happen, where they were going to try to look into your finances. DSP can pull my Hogan, if you know what I mean. That was really creepy the way I read that.
It's unacceptable. Okay.
Excuse me.
What is that picture of him? That looks like something you would see on To Catch a Predator. Phil, I'm not saying that about Phil, but like, you know the old pictures back in the day? This is Phil is horny 4171657. He's says he has a scat fetish and likes to accidentally masturbate on his live stream show called DSP Gaming. But I guess the masturbation actually wasn't accidental.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
So, please consider contributing and supporting the content if you like it. But please don't come in here with the expectation of anything, right? I don't.
And this guy's a
Phil, you come in with the expectation, and if you don't hit a goal, holy fuck, stop it.
pathological liar.
It's great when I get support, but I don't expect it.
Now, before we move on and I start giving shout
Yeah, remember he was literally, when he had the beef, not chicken, with low tier God, that he was flexing that he had money. So which one is it, Phil? Do you have money, or do you can you not get groceries?
shout outs and thank yous for those who've contributed. I just want to say this very matter-of-factly, very honestly with all of you. As I've told you guys, I'm in the worst financial situation I've ever been in my
It's Groundhog Day with Phil. It's Groundhog Day.
my entire life, to the point where I can barely pay my bills monthly. This is right now, we're in the time of the month where all my bills are going to come due, and my bank account is going to be completely drained. All right. And
Just like his balls were on May 1st. I know that's too predictable. That's low-hanging balls, but, you know. Oh, I got rid of balls on here. I replaced it with
lies.
And I'm really, again, nervous. A third month in a row now that everything's going to be terrible. The best way for you to contribute is by tipping me. Tipping me gives me funds immediately that I can put towards bills.
Nor can I demand it.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill, and the incredible amount of new games.
Right? That's the nature of the beast when it comes to content creation. So if I can't demand it, you can't either. Right? But that's what's going on. Is, if you...
And essentially, this is where he's similar to Boogie. I wasn't just zoning out. I was trying to think of my point. Boogie, you've put the final nail in the coffin. I guess you realized that from the way you sounded, but hope you're ready for it. When you admitted that you burnt a bunch of money on crypto, which you already did, but then the final nail was you spent almost $250,000 on hookers. 200,000 to be exact, at least according to you. Like, you can't do that and then cry poor when you chose to make yourself poor that way. I just looked into Medias for a bit. Where would you find them to buy the blank? You could buy brand new blank discs in lots, and it's not insanely expensive, from eBay all over. I even think Amazon may sell them. But eBay, you'll get like a lot of Sony discs for a decent price. And you can record on them like 1 billion fucking times, so they're super reusable. You can even get used lots, and I guarantee you almost that every single disc will work. So you record them with Bluetooth. I'll make a video on it. I am literally going to make a video on it. That's going to happen. Yes, the Fear video is still going to happen too, but that needs to be scripted. Trust me, I have terabytes of fucking Fear footage. I ain't wasting it. So it's Bluetooth is what makes it, and you can you have a Spotify, you have a Spotify, you know what I mean? Spotify, Apple Music, whatever music service. You just use the Bluetooth receiver, take the audio out, put it into the audio in, and there you go, you're recording.
You haven't noticed in the last month, a lot of the gifters, the people who come by and regularly gift the memberships, have not been around or can't gift right now, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We gotta hope in the expectation.
20K? You mean 200K in total he spent, not on one woman. I don't know, man. That's fucking crazy. Oh, that was a deep fart.
that things will turn around.
I'm sorry about that.
And we'll get better as we get closer, especially to the holidays.
The one it came with. I didn't change it. It's honestly now, dude, it's not even. Man, I got shit. I'll give my final thought. The stereos are so fucking custom. It's not like when you had DIN stereos in the 90s and even 2000s where you could just, you know, everything was universal. You know, a lot of times now the stereos are very, very custom to the cars. And you can't change them, like literally at all. So I was taking a big shit. My apologies, turds. Turds have happened. Turds have come out of the hole. Let me make sure. Philip Rennell is a man.
And all these, different games that we'll be playing and all of that. But I do see this bad attitude that's kind of being passed around, and it's disturbing. It is. It's disturbing to see people acting like that. No one should be acting like that.
You even got a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor. Holy shit, dude. You're going to be good for quite a while, Killane B. 4090, 7800. You're going to be good for quite a long time.
And again, if you're a regular and someone who watches this content on a daily basis and you're not getting a gifted membership, ever think about getting it yourself?
He is such a fucking manipulator. Holy shit. Oh, Phil. You ever think about getting it yourself? God damn it.
It's a few bucks.
So please keep uploading to YouTube. Okay, but what I'm kind of telling you guys now is I need to make a living, and I'm making nothing on the YouTube videos. So what this means is that I need you guys who are avid watchers, who are longtime fans of mine, and who love my YouTube content to please step up and support the effort. How?
What the thing is when Phil isn't doing this, what is he doing that's so exciting? So someone asked something about MiniDisc. And it wasn't in a super chat, and I think I missed it. Oh yeah, I answered it before. Yeah, eBay, they're all over, dude. Yeah, he just sits there. Like, is he streaming right now? Let's take a look. Is Phil streaming right now? We'll go. I don't want to use the one where DSP Gaming. No, he's not. He's streaming in like 15 minutes. Is that my time? I think so, yeah.
The primary way you can is to go to my Patreon at patreon.com/DarksidePhil and pledge today. As little as $1 helps, okay? I've been saying this ever since I opened my Patreon 3 years ago. People are, oh, I can't make a significant impact. $1 a month actually helps.
His still dwindling audience too. Like I said, he was playing Alan Wake. There was not even 300 people there.
It adds up, all right?
Let's very quickly address something that's been going on recently, all right? Now, if you haven't
Here comes I am not about drama, talking about drama.
noticed, this year, I made an absolutely concerted effort to stay out of drama.
And you failed.
Earlier this year,
Multiple times.
I got goaded into an interview that, at face value, looked like it was going to be fair, and then immediately when the interview ended, it became completely
What happened with the audio there?
unfair, and it became a big attack against me for personal gain. It was fucked up the way it happened, and I told you guys that I learned my lesson. I wasn't going to involve myself with drama and all this
So
other
weird.
shit anymore for the rest of the year. I wanted to pull you guys out of that drama, correct? That's what I told you, and that's been my goal.
Pull you guys.
About a month after that, I got contacted behind the scenes by Boogie, or a representative of Boogie, about wanting to do a podcast together. And I said, why not? Why wouldn't we do that? As long as it's something positive that we're working on together, and we do a show together and we talk about topics, and it seems like it would be constructive and positive for our audiences, I'm totally okay with it. Sounds good to me. Especially if there's no Keemstar involvement, because I don't want to be involved with that toxic jerk, because all he wants to do is create drama, and that's not what I'm about, right? I'll be involved in that, all right? Within a month of that happening, what happens? Boogie and Wings, who are involved, decide they want a payday. So instead of actually,
No, Phil, they wanted it. Look, Keemstar would be able to have the show have reach, you idiot. That's why.
being men about it,
Really? You're going to throw them under the... Oh, my God. Here he is being the moral arbiter as always. Wah, wah, wah. I'm holier than thou as I fucking gaslight you into becoming a member. Oh, my God. This guy should have been a fucking televangelist.
they turn around completely on what they said and offered, what they wanted to do, and they decide that they want to work with Keemstar to make money. So they did. So they did their stupid fight, which was a complete joke, and they were supposed to do a podcast with Keemstar. That's completely fallen through and is never going to happen. What a big surprise.
Hey, man, how you doing? Happy birthday. I'm glad you're coming through, too.
Went with the toxic guy, and it all fell apart. What a shocking twist that this would happen. Like, there was totally no signs.
Yeah, I don't even understand. Like, it's literally chump change that he must be getting from his VODs. Why you just leave your fucking streams up, dude? It makes no sense. You're wasting your you would make more money probably just like time coding the actual stream, leaving it up so the likes actually mean something, which they won't, because his if you have like the app or whatever, the plug-in to see dislikes, still he still gets more dislikes than likes. I think that's another reason why he takes down the VOD, the mainstream. I think he thinks that's the way to skirt around the dislikes. Yeah, happy birthday, Jacob.
That doing business with Keemstar would blow up in their face and not work out for them, right? There's no way they could have possibly known that.
Hey, Rich, did you hear about the guy who reached out to Phil for he ended up being a random dude who thought was the... Yeah, I actually watched Turkey Tom's video on that. And they thought it was the actual video game attorney, and it wasn't. You know, it would have taken 2 seconds of fucking research by actually going to his Twitter feed to find out who it was. Yeah, I saw all that. That was great.
Unbelievable, right? So anyway, after all that complete nonsense.
Like, this is lunacy. Like, how can he have a normal relationship with his wife? I know I always bring it up, but I have to... Like, how... You know he doesn't change when he leaves this fucking... whatever he's in. Sex chamber. Like, he goes downstairs and he is still this Philip Riddell. It is him. He is a man with an ass. Like, it must be such a weird fucking dynamic, dude. You ever bite into a sandwich covered in sauce that explodes onto your shirt like Phil, with his camera rolling, where he exploded on his PlayStation 4 controller right on the pad? He ruined that music for Mark Cerny.
Sensical stuff, okay, going on. I outright told you guys I want no involvement with these people ever again because they're not trustworthy.
But you've talked about this before. If you look, you want to talk about drama, Phil, I talk about drama. I don't give a fuck. I always say that too. It's not the point. But stop making it like you're beyond it, and if you're not going to talk about it, when here you are talking about it again. You either are about the drama or you're not about the drama. I'm about the drama. But again, it's that I'm holier than thou shit, man. Like like I said on Twitter, dude, just masturbate on stream. It'll invigorate your career.
These are people who will say what.
It'll literally and metaphorically be your comeback. That was a good corny ass joke.
I'm gonna come.
Donald, I'm gonna come Trump.
One thing and then do another, as long as it basically in the short term gives them some kind of personal gain. You know, there's a saying from Final Fantasy VI. I heard he'd slit.
There's a saying from Final Fantasy VI. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
His mama's throat for a nickel. Some people are like that. Some people for short-term gain,
Phil Boogie, even though he's bitching, put out the documentary for people to watch and react to. He thanked people. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God, people who react to content, who actually want their content reacted to, are such monsters. I'm not like them, as I gaslight you into becoming a member and beg for your money because I'm saying that I can't afford groceries the next day, which is probably because you're spending it on virtual sweaty men on a gotcha game app. But yes, Phil, You should have a halo over your head.
They will literally do whatever they possibly can, and it doesn't matter who they hurt, who they screw over, who they treat like dirt. You know, during that time period, you had guys like Boogie going on social media slandering me. When have I ever said a negative word about Boogie? Right? But he was going on social media insulting me publicly, and people were telling me about it. I was like, I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to clap back. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to ignore it all, and I'm going to continue on this year.
Oh, come on, Phil. As you don't ignore it right now.
With my content, with my positivity.
And he was probably talking about how, like, you're doing such ridiculous stuff today. Wait till you see, like, this is actually almost kind of nothing. Compared to, it's a shorter clip, but it's still a banger. I forgot my point. This is why Jay should be here. He's fired. Because I'm stoned and I forgot my point. You're going to love my JVC.
And it worked. No, shut the fuck up. I strove this year to...
He's sitting there saying, no, shut the fuck up, with a picture of Animal Crossing. Oh, Christ almighty in heaven. I love this man. I want, like, he pisses me off, and I can't stand him, but he fascinates me.
Prove that I had value, because the content that I make has value to my core audience. The gameplay, the React style stuff that I'm doing, I'm staying away from drama. Do you understand? On purpose. I want nothing to do with it.
But you're doing not exactly that right now.
Just want to make gameplay, to chill with you guys, to do some fun React stuff.
Now you're seeing why I did a Phil dedicated stream tonight. I usually don't.
Every once in a while, for good
recently.
variety, and that's it. Do not want to be involved with these people whatsoever. I don't want to be roped into their nonsense. Do you understand? And I've done so much this.
Fine, so don't talk about him. Like, I just talked about Craig's take recently. I know he's going to react to it. If you don't want people to react, you don't talk about him.
Year to do that, all right? And I hope that you guys understand that I've worked very hard this year to stay out of it, all right? So one thing that's happening now, I guess supposedly...
God, that was a deep, bassy burp right into the diaphragm of this microphone. That probably shook someone's ass. Dude, imagine you had, like, if I burped like that and you had, like, one of those chairs that have a subwoofer in it, my burp would have shaken your ass.
There's some documentary out there about Boogie that just came out. And people are like, oh, let's talk about it in Phil's chat. And let's fucking talk about, because Wings of Redemption watched it and reacted to it, and he got extra views on his channel and shit like that. Okay, I don't care. I don't.
You've watched other documentaries. You've watched a documentary on Wings. Dude, this is your gaslighting again. Now you're annoying me. Because you want to make it like you're a moral arbiter. But you've done this before. And on top of it, Boogie, it was encouraging, and the director were encouraging people to watch it and react to it. The director of the show, or the documentary, came on my stream to discuss it and thanked me for watching it. So the people who are in the documentary are proving you factually wrong. You're not being some evil monster by reacting to something that people want you to react to. They were like rolling out the red carpet to do it. God, you are such a fucking man with fluffy hair. As my pignosis gets worse, my frustration and anger with Phil increases. Seriously, this guy is on another level of pathetic and delusional. Beavis boobs, of course.
Boobs, 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 boobs.
I was recording some Alchemist and Conway on the JVC. Man, that thing records some good fucking tapes, dude. Records some real good fucking tapes. But see, pignosis is when you're under his, like, you believe what he says. So you're not under pignosis, factually. You're not under pignosis. Phil just needs Phil needs medical marijuana and a JVC. Let's keep it real.
I don't care about these people. Do you not understand? I couldn't care less about these people. They had their chance.
as he talks about them, which again is fine, not going to bring up that point again, unprovoked. It's kind of like how Melanie Mack came out of her mouth recently. Like, I live rent-free some places, huh?
To actually be
I'm a large man to have live rent-free in your head.
considered as like nice, rational people. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. They treated me like shit for personal gain, so they can get fucked. And I don't give two.
It's weird because they did a good job with that interview with Phil. I don't like them. I don't like the side scrollers. They're pieces of shit. But they did do an interview. However, knowing the true nature of Craig now, in a way I didn't know it before, he is kind of right. But I think he's right just because he would feel that about anybody. Like if I interviewed him, I would ask tough questions. He would walk away just as pissed with that exact face. He'd walk away the same way. Well, dude, he's so weird, Chris. What it proves with him not doing the Lolcow podcast for the 50 grand, it's not like, yeah, he needs the money for his sweaty man addiction from WWE Champions, which unfortunately probably is what a lot of this begging is about. But more importantly to him is having control. Like, I think that's another reason why he wouldn't do the podcast, is because he wouldn't be able to control it. He could control this. He's in this little room with his fucking webcam from 2008. And he has his little audience that he could fucking pilfer money out of with guilt. And he's safe that way. He wouldn't be safe on a show with Keemstar and fucking Wings. Do you think Wings would hold back with him? Boogie wouldn't either. But do you think Wings would hold back with Phil if Phil said something stupid? He couldn't handle that. He doesn't have the social skills. He doesn't have the social intelligence to handle that. He would malfunction like a cyborg and just like sparks would come out of his head and he would collapse on the floor.
Shit's what happens to them, and I don't care about how many documentaries are made about them. I don't give a fuck if they got launched off of this planet in a cannon and we never saw them again. It doesn't matter. They are completely...
Yeah, I don't talk about people. By the way, they could get launched off a fucking cannon and I don't care. As he talks about them unprovoked in any way, shape, or form.
Non-connected to me in any way. I have nothing to
Phil, you need a fucking JVC. That's your problem.
do with them. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to watch documentaries about them. I want nothing to do with it at all. Do you understand? Because I've been getting now messages from people, well, if Wings reacted to the documentary, is Phil going to react to the documentary? Because he totally should.
Which you've reacted to documentaries literally about Wings in the past before. And there's a documentary, and the people who made the documentary are encouraging you. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, you are an idiot. How does anyone listen to you unironically is beyond me. I want to bash the fucking porcelain bird against my head until I either get knock myself unconscious or it breaks.
Who wild?
You're welcome, gun killer.
To do that because he'll get lots of extra views and money. And no. It's called drama. It's called the lowest end of the lowbrow content. All it will do is stir up more negativity, more toxicity.
It's very
Keep in mind, this is the same guy who used to belittle everyone for doing reactions, who then went on later to make an entire channel. Like months later. It wasn't like 5 years ago where he had that take. Months later, he made a react channel where he makes you pay to react to videos. And he has two different tiers. One where he might react to it, and the other one where allegedly he'll definitely react to it if it doesn't piss him off. Not making it up. You can go look on his own fucking channel and see it. First off, I would hate to have it where I am financially obligated. I know sometimes people super chat once in a while, that's different. But if I had a consistent system where people paid for me to watch a video, I don't want to do that, because if the video sucks dick and I'm going to be bored, then you're going to be bored, because I'm not going to have any energy with it. So no, it sucks. And he's just like Phil, you're making them specifically pay, if they're especially in the higher tier, for you to watch the video. You are financially obligated to watch it, sir. Just like when someone donates a 50, as weird as it is, I am financially obligated to keep my nipples out for close to. Sometimes I go a little over, sometimes like 2 minutes under if I have to let out turds. To keep my shirt off. You are not living up to your end of the bargain. And it's not like a one-off thing. You are consistently doing it, where you consistently don't watch the videos that people pay for.
Toxic from a community that I don't want to appeal to. No, I want nothing to do with my detractors. Nothing to do with these lolcow morons who actually think that they have some benefit to people on Earth. They don't. Again, anyone in these weirdo communities, these fringe...
Are you calling Boogie and Wings that? I don't know, man. I don't know. People don't give a shit about the Switch too. I'm learning, like they did for a while. I think I'm holding off on that. I think I said that, and I was like, oh wow, Nintendo is trying to lie about it and saying it's not happening. Yeah, I think I'm holding off on that. People don't, unless I did like a documentary video, which I don't have time for right now. I don't think people would tune into a Phil video.
Communities, oh, let's make someone's life miserable so we can laugh at them. If these people vanished from Earth, if there was a rapture of anyone into lull...
Phil, Boogie wanted people, even though he got butthurt about the opinions, which is weird, they wanted you to react to it. What do you not understand about it?
Cow culture, right now, this planet would be a better place. Do you understand that? It's sad, but it's true. These are people who waste their entire lives and efforts to make other people's lives miserable so they can laugh at it. They need to do that to feel good about themselves because they're so miserable themselves. So I don't need to appeal to the scum of the earth. I don't need to make drama content for them. If I dropped everything I was doing today, I said, you know what? Forget Alan Wake 2. Today, we're watching the Boogie documentary, and I'm going to react to it all day.
And you would have had more viewers, made more money, and been watching something that you were encouraged to watch. Oh my God, you are the Antichrist. Fuck off, Phil.
I would get attendance, I would get contributions, I would get a big spike in viewership. And here's what would happen. Number one.
Yeah, so don't do that. Do something that bores the shit out of people. You have super low attendance and then bitch about because no one's there. There's not enough people to support the stream. Brilliant idea. Excellent business decision.
It would be incredibly short-lived. It wouldn't benefit this channel or anyone else in my community at all. It would be complete opposite. It would bring toxicity. It would bring that element to the channels. They would want...
Phil, you already have the toxicity there because of this shit.
Want to be here all the time. They would want to derail the content. They would want to make it toxic and bad. I don't want that. Number two, it would set me back on my positive stuff. I would be even further behind in the content that I like to make. I'd be further behind in games.
Well, I talk a fucking shit ton too and make that. I think I went a few hours on the Boogie documentary. You know. No. He doesn't need those hooks. See, what the weird thing is that Boogie, like, he did like the whole like girlfriend experience. I'm like, no, dude, no. Why? Like, you're paying them. They don't want to be with you. It's fake. Phil makes my pussy wet. Well, that's horrifying.
Further behind.
I told you that. Why do you think I made a dedicated Phil stream tonight? I haven't, like I said, I haven't done this in a while, but here we are.
Vlogging, further behind in everything that I do. Do I want to do that for temporary personal gain? No. That's completely false. See, here we go. I got a dollar tip. Someone says, "Oh, you started drama with LTG a few months ago. How could you call someone a misery broker?" I didn't start drama with LTG. I did a very small 10 minute segment on this very podcast where all I did is I said I was watching his stream and
I don't remember who started with who, but you were definitely, you clap back, which again is fine, but stop making it like you're better than it, dude.
I have some interesting questions because I've never seen him before, and I have questions about it. All right? People sent him that out of context. He took it as an insult, and he literally went on a rant insulting my looks and all this shit about me on his stream. He's the one.
He told you to focus on your sexy, and you should have, Mr. Brunel. You're a man.
Who caused the drama with me. I literally didn't say a negative thing about the guy. Apparently, he thought I did because he's an idiot.
What a fucking idiot.
And didn't pay any attention to what actually was said. He's the one who started
Yeah, focus on your JVC.
it. He opened the Pandora's box. He's the one who bitched out. He's the one who's the fucking asshole, not me. So fuck him. And fuck you for bringing it up because you're completely wrong.
Fuck him and fuck you for bringing it up. Yeah, that person's going to want to come back and donate, Phil. Absolutely. I mean, I've told people who've donated because I knew they were being assholes to fuck off, but where was that person being an asshole? I mean, I don't know who started it. Maybe it was Captain fucking Peanut Butter Crispy Complexion, but you definitely, you know, reciprocated, which is fine, but you did.
Very nice.
He banned him. He banned him for asking about it. Oh, Phil. Oh, Phil, you were such a man.
I am. I'm pretty much to the point where, yeah, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is.
We're at $80 in tips today so far. And normally, obviously, this would be amazing. And I'd be like, wow, guys, thank you so very much, which I am. I'm grateful. But just so you guys know, because we talked about it on...
Listen. Now he looks like a school teacher right now. Like, he looks like a school teacher. He got in, he didn't sleep well last night, and he's sitting down, he's putting his books on the desk, and he's like, he's not looking forward to teaching today. He's not looking forward to streaming today. Just interchange the two.
On the podcast, I received $100 in chargebacks overnight. Someone back in September was using a fraudulent credit card to do tips over the course of about a week on my
Phil's a
streams, and I got
detractor.
notifications that all of those tips were fraudulent overnight. And so, even though it says I have $80 in tips, and I'm obviously happy you guys are supporting today, I'm actually negative $20 today. I've actually lost $20. So there you go.
Here we go. The great chargeback of 2023.
So please, if you like the content today, please support it in some way. Because I'm literally behind, despite the fact I'm going to still count it. I'm still going to do perks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my... Ladies and gentlemen, he's behind.
I'm not going to be all negative about it. It's not your guys' fault that there was some scumbag 2 months ago who was using a stolen credit card to do fake tips on my stream.
Yeah, but bring it up to kill people.
You know? But it is what it is. I got to live with the repercussions.
Wait, what happened? $20? Did someone donate? I didn't see it or something? Oh, I did. JFE. My apologies. Phil doesn't realize that live streaming is the digital version of LAN parties or just kicking it with your friends back in the day. Yeah, he'll ban you if you're talking about something else. Well, hey, you bringing it up made me realize I missed a super chat, so there you go. It's true, though. It's like, imagine like you just had to talk about me and exactly what I was saying. Like, no, that doesn't happen. Yeah, Julie, You inadvertently helped me find a super chat I missed. Like, no, it's like hanging out at a bar, kind of, in a weird, like an e-bar. I mean, I serve only myself drinks.
That bullshit. So here we are, right? Absolutely tired of it. I'm tired of having my life, you know, being dictated by automated means, by, you know, stuff that has nothing to do with anything I'm doing. I did nothing wrong, and I now have to suffer consequences and punishment, you know, because of what they did. But there was someone who had been tipping, like I said, over the course of like a whole week, and it was like a $50 tip, a $10 tip, a $5 tip, a $10 tip, and it all added up, and it was over $100 of chargebacks, and they all hit overnight, because apparently whoever really owns the credit card must have looked at their statement and said, what in the holy hell is this? You know, why do I have all these charges?
Those neck phones, crack. Those neck phones are so Phil.
And who pays for that? I do. You know? But that's, again, that's the nature of the beast. This happens.
Oh my god. I've done long papers like that Anime Slayer. They're painful.
Happens from time to time. This will never stop happening.
Then you got to make sure you cite all your sources.
People do this shit on the internet all the time. It's not nearly as bad today as it used to be years ago, but it still happens, and it just has to happen this week when already I'm having a slow week, right? That's the problem. When it rains, it pours, as they say, right? So, it's life. Basically, I'm upset. Oh.
Basically, I'm upset. That pretty much sums it up. Basically, I'm upset. Thank you. No shit, Phil.
Guys, in chat, is everyone here with me?
Nice real-time shadows there, finally.
Starting to start talking about the game now and start. I do. You know? But that's, again, that's the nature of the beast. This happens from time to time. This will never stop happening. People do this shit on the internet all the time. It's not nearly as bad today as it used to be years ago, but it still happens, and it just has to happen this week when already I'm having a slow week, right? That's the problem. When it rains, it pours, as they say.
Shadows were pretty brutal during the 7th gen.
Right? So,
mostly.
It's life. Basically, I'm upset. Oh. Guys, in chat, is everyone here with me? Starting to start talking about the game now and start.
This is the weirdest thing ever. This is fucking bizarre. There's no other way to put it. This is bizarre. We should do Phil bingo cards like Jack's Films does.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, but it's time to start talking about the game now, please.
It's time to start talking. How much of a control freak can you be? You can't tell me him and his wife have a healthy relationship if he's doing this. I know that's like none of my business, but come on. Guys, it's time to get your science books open to chapter 7, please. You two in the back. I don't want whatever you're talking about, open your books and shut your mouths. I'm playing Alan Wake.
Don't know what the hell you guys are talking about there.
DSP cult leader.
Yes, he is a fucking cult leader. Dude.
Why can't they talk about what they want? Because they're literally talking about fucking Mass Effect. Has nothing to do with this. They're talking about women and lusting over fucking virtual women, and I'm already not putting up with it.
Well, putting up with what?
I had enough. It's a fucking Alan Wake 2 stream. If you want to go talk about that shit, you can leave and go talk about it in someone else's chat. It's not your fucking personal chat room. That's why. So grow up. Okay.
And now everyone's...
Grow up, says the man who wants you to pay attention to him. Says the 41-year-old man who's demanding your attention.
completely quiet in the stream chat. I don't know what happened. It's completely dead quiet.
I received a $6...
Yeah, gee, I wonder why. Maybe because everyone has to talk about what you want them to talk about. What a fun way to fucking go into a stream. Talk about the wrong thing. You could get banned.
$1.66 tip
If you're not worship, or better yet, if you're not worshiping the streamer, you could get banned.
From Wumba. Hope we can hit the hat goal today. Yes, it would be great if we did. It would help a lot. Like I told you guys, sadly we had, well, I had $100 in chargebacks overnight from back in September. Someone had been using a stolen credit card to tip over the course of a week, and they all got charged back.
What is that? Why is there fire on his ass?
Back overnight. So I'm literally just trying to earn back the money.
He is such an asshole. If he had a sense of humor about other things, that wouldn't hit the same.
That was taken from me this morning. So anything would be appreciated today, guys. Tips would be great. We've almost gotten back to 0 for today. So thank you for that. Wumba.
So if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will.
So, all right. Time to split the part. Again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the playthrough. Please like.
Yeah, see, the hat makes it all better.
Like the parts, obviously. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back shortly with more. Thank you. Okay, guys. So, once again, I'm going to blow my nose. I know how disgusting it is. In the meantime, please consider supporting the stream. It would help a lot if we could hit the full tips goal today. Just so you know, I got $100 in chargebacks overnight. So, basically, today I made $16 on my stream. So, it sure would be great to get hit that goal. It would help a lot. So, please consider it. Thanks. I'll be right back.
Hey, it's this day, these tips, it is this.
Shut the fuck up.
He's chill. He's positive. And you better fucking talk about what he wants you to talk about in the stream. You better be worshiping and adoring this man.
Trying to ruin the stream for everyone. A hold of someone's information online and did all a bunch of fraudulent charges.
Phil's an asshole. Yes. But he's also a man with an ass.
So basically, they, all that money goes away. So overnight, I lost $100 out of my PayPal account that I need for this week, to pay bills and stuff. Or not pay bills, but to do my grocery shopping and stuff on my day off. Food sucks. Nothing I can do about it. So today, thank you guys. Basically, because of your support today, I made up for it. Like, it's back in the account now, essentially. But now I'm basically trying to actually make some profit for today, so I'll have some money for my day off on Thursday. So that's what I was saying. It would be great if by the end of the stream, if we could hit the tier 2 tips goal there. That would help a lot. Anything helps, whether it's super chat, a membership, everything. But
oh my god,
right now a tip would help a lot for my day off this week. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That's what's been happening. All right, and it's no one's to blame. It's not me sitting here and saying I'm so ungrateful and I'm complaining. I'm just letting you know the situation. All right. So, see, here you go. And here's the idiotic stuff. When you're eating $200 DoorDash one week, and you ask money for next, it's a problem. Who the hell is eating $200 DoorDash? How would you even know if I was eating $200 of DoorDash? Where do you get...
You do talk about DoorDash a lot, Phil, I will say. So you must be spending a decent amount of coin on DoorDash. You've talked about it on it is out there.
That information. You're an idiot. What happens if a PayPal account goes negative? You're in the red and you can't use it because you have no money.
And Phil, the reason why people ask about it is because you always complain about your financial woes. That is what your incentive is to people to donate to you. I can't get groceries tomorrow if you don't support the show. So they're going to question it. Like, how, you're saying that you're destitute, but you're DoorDash and shit all the time. And you are, because you talk about it. Are you making up the fact that you're DoorDashing as much as you say?
You have to refill it. And you can do that either by earning PayPal payments from other people. You can transfer money from your bank account into it. But it just kind of gets frozen and it has no...
He's still looking for his... That's why he couldn't be on stream tonight. Jay's looking for his missing rope.
Money in it. What can you do?
I'm experienced. Oh, yeah.
If in...
And again, the difference is, do I do stupid shit? But he's blowing the bubbles unironically. This is where this came from.
You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that?
In reality, today would have been an awesome support day if it weren't for the chargebacks I got overnight. Like, seriously, today's a really good day. Thank you all who supported the stream today. It's just a shame that it's pretty much all negated by some fucking asshole. But I can't do anything about that, you know? Okay. Well, Mango says... Is that Alan? Mango says, well, we should be up $16 on the chargebacks, except what you don't understand is that there's processing fees that PayPal keeps, so likely no. Likely I'm still under. Seriously. PW Dubs tipped me $1.30. He said, I like your new header. Says about 30 cents. Tip at least $1.30
Google fish. I will fart on your chest.
to ensure I receive the whole dollar tip and cover PayPal's fees. That's right. I told you guys I renovated some things tonight, and one of the things I changed, when you go to tip me on my PayPal tip.
Yeah, Phil can never be a dad. There's no way. Look at how he handles, like, this. Look how poorly he interacts with the man. You're not talking about the game or me. Could you imagine it being a dad?
Tips page, there's a thing there that says, hey.
Oh, dude, he's always in a state of crisis, Phil.
If you click the button to tip $1.30 instead of $1, that covers the
This man has an actual life crisis. His head will explode.
PayPal tip and ensure that I actually get $1. See? So I put that up there. This fight has a glitch. You can't be hit and thrown down, otherwise the glitch will happen. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. What? I can't see what's hitting me. I'm gonna have no healing items left. I'm gonna have no healing left. There's nothing I can do. I've healed, but her item.
I'm hearing such mixed things in Alan Wake 2. There's some people on Twitter that absolutely love it, and then there's some people that are like, the UI is fucking terrible.
Look, her items. What the fuck?
What the hell just happened? Philip Burnell is a man with an ass.
Gaming in 2023, folks. Gaming in 2023, folks. So I can see that here at the end of the stream, a bunch of trolls came in. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these idiots now.
Boner killer. Like, what do you, like...
There's like 4 or 5 of them.
Look, I've had to block people from time to time. But, let's check in on DSP. He's live. Oh, no.
They all came in at once.
Almost
all
done.
Stupid, sock accounts, of course. Okay. Hello, DreamUSA. Just Judy said, hello, Phil. How's it going? The chat's going crazy. Not really going crazy. There's a bunch of fucking trolls. Annoying trolls. What else is fucking new, right?
Philip Burnell is a... we'll check it out, and I'll probably end up calling it a night. I got some other stuff I got to do, but let's see what Phil's doing.
It's literally like a snack sandwich. So...
A snack sandwich?
It is decidedly so. There's your answer, Canadian Kurt. I don't know why you're so obsessed with this sandwich, honestly. But, maybe you got one earlier and you didn't like it. Is that what it was? Because we talked about it earlier. You went and got one, and now you hate it. I mean, I told you so. I told you it sucked. They shrunk it now. Anyway,
speaking of anyway.
For an $8, well, a shout out. Thank you, Canadian Kirk, for the $8 tip tonight. First tip of the night for this end game of Alan Wake.
Yeah, I got to get some other stuff done. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Live stream videos. You guys know the deal. And I'm going to go work on some other shit. And plus, I only have like 4.5 hours of sleep in my system. So I don't want to get where I turn into a zombie and bore the shit out of you. So have a good evening, guys. And I will see you tomorrow with more content and an even hairier ass. Hairier ass.